Welcome to 𝐄𝐓𝐇𝐄𝐑𝐄𝐔, talk about investing, finance, and professional development. As the current time of 9:33 a.m. on the Eastern Time on Monday, September 5th. Hope you guys had a great weekend, by the way. And for those that are in the U.S., hope you guys still have a great Labor Day long weekend so far. Respect over crypto market on this Monday morning so far across the spectrum is relatively flat, right? We're still kind of trading on a sideways fashion, flat as a pancake. We've been just kind of gliding up or down about $25 left and right with respect to Ethereum. Obviously, for Bitcoin is kind of shaving up and down around like 100 mark. So it's not like a lot of movements collectively. Obviously, bulk of the catalysts that we've been enduring so far have happened already in the past couple of weeks, right? Ever since the Jackson Hole speech to some selective job reports that came out depicting historical affectation, right? So just doing quickly, doesn't seem like there are a lot of major news today, but there's some political news that's percolating. So one, it seems like with respect to obviously the Britain Prime Minister political shift, with the replacement of Boris Johnson, seems like Liz Truss is going to be, coming into the reign. So seems like there will be a new leadership coming, which I guess is a good thing or a negative thing, depending on what side of the spectrum in terms of its political and some of the policies that they believe in. I'm not too much into politics, nor do I have some awareness with respect to the international side of the policies making as well. So I'll just stay away from that type of topics. But it seems like it's a new regime, right? In respect to some other news I'm seeing with respect to gas prices, seems like economists are depicting that with respect to, the recent trade activities that we've been seeing so far, and also the beef up of productions among some of the oil producers, seems like they've been trying their best onto operationally and using their engineer mind perspective onto making the gasoline prices a little bit more affordable, right? It seems like they are tactically and productively doing so. So a lot of economists are expecting that after Labor Day weekend, obviously today would be the last day, we should see some states allowing for the gas price to depreciate back down to below $3, which is good, right? I know some states, like I was just in Beverly Hills a couple weeks ago. I saw like some gas stations right by the Beverly Center. Literally, it was like $7.50. I'm like, dude, like that's crazy. That's like paying double of what you're historically paying, or even more, obviously. So that's crazy, right? And some other news that I'm seeing is just more foreshadow around some of the tech earnings that's coming out with respect to some of the foreshadow guidance that we've been getting from management team on the outlook front, and also with respect to their earnings on their profitability potential front. Nothing has been positive so far, right? So it's been all just kind of taking it day by day to see how they'll go right from here, right? So it's just Ivor and technical without wasting more time. Respect to recording time of 9:37 a.m. on the Eastern Time on Monday. Hope you guys have a great Monday so far, by the way. So some of the catalysts I mean to look out for with respect to Ethereum is that we are still quite bullish on a daily, right? So what that really means is that what are some of the catalysts in a chronological order we have to be aware of, right? The first one coming would be the CPI and the PPI report. That's happening on the 13th and 14th of September. So obviously, as we get over this Labor Day weekend, we will have some separations of timing between the 6th all the way to the 12th, which is technically, approximately a week, and then we will have some anticipatory pressure happening before the 13th and 14th, which we get the CPI report depicting on what happened in August, depicting what happened in, with respect to the consumer side of the spectrum and the producer side of the spectrum, understanding how severe is the inflationary pressure despite our rates hikes of the 75 basis point twice already, right? So after the 13th and 14th, we have the 15th. And apologies, I'm looking up at my calendar, so that's why I'm looking up. I don't mean to not look at you. So the 15th is gonna be the merge right? So it'll be a quite complex week because of the fact that there's a macro catalyst driving the entire market. There's the merge catalyst. There will be some anticipatory pressure, expecting that it will be some propelment because people typically like to buy before the merge happens and then it sell off from there, right? So there it could be very possible that we could pump if we get a positive CPI report or at least a report that is just aligned with expectations, right? So it could be going up all the way to 15, and then the 16 it could be dropped, because of the buy the rumor, sell the news type of thing, where you get the confirmatory signal. So and that also matches up with where you could see daily looking quite bullish right now, and then weeks out you could see that we need to cross down and cross up, right? So ideally see some like normalization weeks out, would not be surprised. Like I think a couple of weeks out would technically be on the 19th, the September 19th, right? So on that week we get some, obviously the 21st and the 20th would be the FOMC meeting, which is the worldwide event, depicting on what's the outlook going forward, how are we triangulating, are we gonna raising the rates again. So based on the gut feel, based on what we've heard so far, but also the technical, we understand that daily out, right? Just a couple days out, like maybe a week or so, we should see some bullishness. But as we get over that, the weeks don't look so good to us, right? So as we get over that weeks, but monthly looks quite bullish, right? So, again, right, that's like how we should triangulate going forward, right? And again, we don't know what Jerome's gonna say, but seems like he's gonna be pretty aggressive, doing whatever it takes to fight inflationary pressure. So, raising it all the way again to 75 basis point. I'm not sure 1% makes sense, but just do it 3 times would be very severe already, right? Still bullish on the monthly front. Weekly front looks quite fused together. So not major movement, but still, significant. I mean, like it's Bitcoin, right? They're moving by thousands or hundreds, right? Not like a couple of dollars like Ethereum or other coins, right? So it's a relative exercise, it's still percentage wise. But daily looks quite bullish. You can see that we've been fused, kind of crossed down for quite some time. So bullish on a daily, weekly looks okay, monthly looks quite bullish. So that kind of tells the same story on what the macro market news is going to be happening. So appreciate you. Have a good rest of the Monday. Doesn't even feel like a Monday because it's I still have meetings today, despite and this weekend coming, I'm going to a masquerade ball, so I look forward to that. But I've never been to a ball that I have to wear a mask, so I have to get one. So it'll be interesting. It's the first, I guess it's been a while. So have a good day and take care.